so that would leave just Colleen and then Sean.
Colleen and Sean, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Larry.
There he is.
All right, let's see if I can share screen. I'm gonna... And...
There it is.
And then I also emailed the City of Sandpoint's request for a proposal for attorney services. So I emailed that to you guys for you to look through and review, but also be kind of going over this, and you can go line item by line item, more or less, and decide, you know, what pertains to us. I'm also waiting on and so actually Susan sent me this, which was really nice. And then I'm also going to contact the City of Harrison and the City of Apple, because they both recently just did an RFQ for their attorney services. So
Right.
should be able to see theirs as well. Oops.
Now, when I asked you, do we still need to do one of those for an engineer real quick?
We do still need to do that for the engineer. Good news is that one's, in my opinion, not as big of a push, since we're still waiting on the formal facility plan. And then once we have a facility plan, that would be good to include with the RFQ, so that they know where we're going, what we're doing, what our plan is, so that they can best fill out their proposal and say, okay, we would be able to do this, or we wouldn't be able to do that, or what. So I think it'd be a good idea to have that the facility plan in place before we ask, you know, hey, can you guys get what we need done?
Right. Okay. Where Ted's at?
I don't know. I emailed the RFQ and he responded to that, so I know he's around. So
Yeah, I just saw it a second ago when I opened up my thing a minute ago. You think Judy, Ross is going to be on too in a little bit?
yes, they emailed, and
There's Ted.
yeah, she said, good morning, our internet service is still iffy. Only have it once in a while, so I guess we'll see. Oh, I make this bigger.
Am I on audio?
You are. We can hear you.
Okay.
Why can I not make this bigger? Oh, that's frustrating. Sometimes technology is just not my friend. It's technically 10 o'clock, and
I don't see Colleen. Is she on or?
nope, it looks like it's just you, me, Ted, Larry, and one viewer.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and, I guess we got a quorum here. 3 of us.
Yep, we definitely have a quorum.
So.
Yeah, we do have a quorum.
Yep. So you want to go ahead and open our meeting then?
That's fine.
Okay. It's, 10:01.
Okay.
And so we're designing a request for qualification RFQ for attorney for the district. This is the first action
Okay.
item.
So here we have an example, which I emailed to all you guys. This is the city of Sandpoint, and this is their request. Ted, I just told the other two that I'm also trying to get some examples from the city of Harrison and the city of Athol. They recently did some, so that will help us with some wording and some of the things that they're looking for. I also talked to Susan Weeks yesterday and asked her some good things to look for in attorneys and things like that. And she says a good thing to put in our RFP or Q is our minimum standards, a proposed hourly rate, and whether that's fixed or variable. And sometimes they can have a different rate for litigation or a corporate rate or a blend of the two. Also an estimated number of hours that they think that they would be able to provide to our district. And then she said she would recommend not going with a retainer because the workload that our district has doesn't really justify having a retainer. And these are all just recommendations and suggestions. You guys are welcome to pick whatever you want. And then also to make sure that they're an Idaho licensed attorney. So,
await your call.
And yeah, so this is an example one. It just goes through an introduction, what they're seeking, Idaho codes, things like that. So this is basically just their introduction page, where to submit it, inquiries and questions, who would they talk to. So for the transmittal instructions, do you guys want the submittal to come to my email, or do you want hard copies in manila envelopes to the district, or a combination of both?
Well, if they come to your email, you can email them directly to us. So,
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Ted?
Well, yeah, that's fine. Is there any reason not to have it come to both?
We could definitely do a combination of emails.
Yeah, I see no problem with that.
Okay. How many email addresses do we want? Do we want all board members to be included? Do we want the chairman or?
Probably the chairman is fine.
Okay, so chair and district. Okay. And then any inquiries to the getting their RFP or Q done. Who do you want them to contact? Do you want them to contact me or contact one of you?
Why? Well, they could contact me, I guess.
Okay.
If I do that.
Okay. Now, going on, what do we want our submittal date? What's our timeline going to look like? Basically, how much time do we want to give them to get this RFP done?
Where are we going to advertise it mainly?
I would suggest advertising it on the website. It's already too late to go on the bylines and shorelines, which wouldn't really be a benefit. But it would just go the Coeur d'Alene Press as well as the Bonner County Daily Bee.
That's fine. Yeah, but golly, the bylines don't go out till the 1st, and the shorelines just went out. So
yeah, and I'm not sure how.
I would, what are the limitations we have? How far out do we have to advertise?
1 week and 2 weeks. So doing it twice. basically. And then we can also choose to send it to specific attorneys' offices. So do we have any attorneys in mind that we would like to send it to?
So you had 4 of them on a list the other day. You still have that list?
Yeah, so one of them, I believe her name is Julie with Holly Troxel. She has about 4 years experience with water and sewer districts. So there's them. We could do Holly Troxel. We could do Ramsden, Ely, and Marfice. I know that we use Ely for our Remington Water District, and he's been pretty good. I know he has some experience. So we could send it to him. Then we have Kinzo. He has experience in water and sewer districts. We could send it to him. And then what was the third or the fourth one? I can't remember. I don't have that list in front. No, I don't have that list in front of me. But we could also send it to, really anyone that you guys want to grab their attention.
Well, and by publishing, basically we have to publish it, and it doesn't hurt to send it to the attorneys, the individual ones that you have had experience with, and we have, other than that, we need to satisfy the requirements of posting for a position such as this. We need to abide by those.
Yeah. So and that would be the 2 newspapers there, and our website, of course, and then I would. I know there's one more. I cannot remember the name of them. It's at the office there, but there's only a handful of attorneys in the area that actually have experience, and that was one thing, is to make sure that they have municipal experience.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't put it out as a general mailing to every attorney.
Yeah, I would say just to any attorney service that has that experience, and I will make sure that my list is comprehensive. I asked Susan about it, and then I also wanted to call Holly Troxel and ask them who they know in the area who has experience as well, because I know that Holly Troxel is pretty big agency there. So.
Okay, so we need to make a timeline then, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So we have, so we know that they're going to be submitted electronically or by mail. We decided on that. And then they did July 31st, and then they got it out. We don't have a date of when this was sent out. But I would say probably about a month is a good rule of thumb.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Now, are you doing this paperwork, or is Susan going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
Okay. How long will it take you to do that paperwork?
I could have this done. Today's Tuesday. I could definitely have it done by next Monday.
By next Monday, okay.
Let me write dates down. Pull up my calendar. Let me double check that, because I have to do that because 13th. So 4.
Yeah, it'd be 13th.
Okay. So then that would give us a month from then. Give them May 11th. Be pretty good. And then, May 11th could be our submittal.
May 11th work, or should you push it out to another week?
What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to do it sooner if we can, but
okay, well, Well, a month. We got to write it. Then we got 3 weeks. You said 3 weeks of advertising, right? And then a week after advertising.
Yeah, about 2 weeks of advertising, because we would publish it 1 week from now, and then 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Or from the date that we give it out. So Ted sounds like he wants it kind of sooner rather than later. So do we want to stick with May 11th?
Yes, that's the soonest we could probably do it.
Okay. Larry, do you like that idea?
No, I was thinking, you might as well just push it up to the end of May. Give everybody plenty of chance to come up with their presentation. But it doesn't matter to me.
So I was thinking push it out another week, but Ted wants it going to compromise and do the 18th, which is in the middle of it.
Whatever you guys want to do is fine.
What do you think, Ted?
That's fine.
Okay.
May 18th.
When's our normal meeting?
That is going to be May 21st.
Right.
So that'll be nice. We'll know by the meeting how many submissions you guys got. And
Right.
We may be able to meet physically by then.
okay. And so content requested, experience and qualifications. Let's go over that. It would be helpful. So this will get me started for getting some dates and stuff in, get us kind of going. And then I can put something together for you guys to review. It'd be really helpful for me if you would look over the example of the city RFP and say, if there was anything you absolutely didn't want in our RFP or something you feel like we still need to add in ours or something like that. So it would be helpful for you guys to review the example and get back to me by Monday, or actually sooner would be better, with any of your corrections and additions. And then I will have something to give to you guys on the 13th. So we should actually, I would like if we could hold another special meeting on the 13th for you guys to review and adopt my RFP. We could make that a formal motion then. So I could give you guys what I have.
I would make that motion.
A second.
Any discussion on it?
Okay, so we'll have a special meeting on April 13th. Does 10 o'clock work for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Yes.
Okay, and that will be to adopt RFP or approve it. Okay. So yeah, just
I looked through it and I didn't see anything. It's not. I don't see why we need to reinvent the wheel. If we keep this, then just change what's appropriate, then probably fine.
okay.
Although I think this talked about 5 years of experience, and if you want to consider that one lawyer who's only got 4 years of experience, that.
Yeah, we could say. Yeah, that's a good point. So what do you guys think about that? Do you want a minimum number of years experience? Do you want to make a cap on that, or do you just want to see any and all proposals?
I think any and all proposals, we can read through them.
Okay. So I'll say no minimum. Okay. And do you want to specify an hourly rate? Do you want them, like, do you guys have a specified hourly rate that you wouldn't go above, or do you maybe want them to state what their hourly rate would be, whether it's fixed or variable, or if they have different rates for litigation and general attorney work?
I would suggest $150 an hour. You know, presently is what we're paying, and I don't think you'll find anybody for less than that. They
let them state their rate.
I think that have them state their rates. That way, we can use that as part of our evaluation criteria. Is we can base it on
their rate.
On their rates.
Yes, state their rate. Yes, state their rate.
Yeah, because I know that we're paying $150 an hour right now. Usually the going rate is about $250 an hour. But because Susan's been with us so long, she gives us that. She actually told me that she kind of loses money on this district, but she's been with them for so long, or been with us for so long, that we get that rate. But it seems to be that kind of the going rate is about $250. So I think it'd be interesting to see if we didn't mention anything about what we wanted as a rate, to see how much they vary. And that's just my.
I don't care. I mean,
I guess we can state the rate.
Okay. Then, where are we going from here? So, expertise, public sectors, personnel, labor negotiations.
Jesse, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you guys.
Yes.
And then...
okay, good.
Performance, current clients, conflicts of interest. Those are pretty boilerplate. When we meet, things like that.
well, let's say that are we requiring them to? I mean, in very rare cases, it's executive sessions, but this says that they require them to be at the meetings.
Yeah, I don't think we need that. That would get expensive quick. I would suggest just saying what is their availability to. Yeah, like these are our meeting times, and so. And the city of Sandpoint's a little different because they have things, like planning and zoning and things like that. So obviously we don't worry about any of those things. And all proposals received by that time, we already established that. So the committee will conduct interviews of top candidates and make final selection. So do you guys want to do formal interviews with them? Or do you just want to pick one and go with it?
Formal interview.
Are we? Well, I hope that they present
formal interview.
I hope that they present a good resume and what their experience is and so forth, and I think we should be able to judge from that.
Well, something this important, you probably want to have a formal interview. I don't know what kind of, where we get some interview questions, but I would think that we'd want to formally interview.
Yeah, I think a formal interview would probably be at hand because it's a lawyer, yes.
Okay, that's fine by me. And by that time we should be able to meet. I mean, that's a whole month and a half away.
Right.
Hopefully, I really hope so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why not, but man, I really hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I guess that would leave us with what kind of date? If we're asking them to submit by May 18th, then I would suppose that you guys, so we'll get the submittals on May 18th. Let me pull up my calendar. Then you guys are probably going to want to hold a special meeting and review them and all of that. Then you're going to want to hold another meeting to interview.
Well, you said we have a meeting a few days later, though.
So yeah, we're setting a lot of special meetings here, and I'll put all this stuff in an email for you guys. What we decide, I'll state, what.
Yeah, but did you say we had a meeting just a couple days after the 18th, the 21st?
Correct. Yes, that would be our regular board meeting.
So can we could look at that stuff then?
Yep, definitely.
Our schedule that.
Okay, so they'll submit on the 18th, and then we'll have our regular meeting on the 21st. You guys can review the submittals. Just writing stuff down, bear with me. 5/21. Okay. Then what day would you guys like to interview the attorneys? What day are we asking that they keep open for interviews, should you want to? Would you want to do it the very next week? That would be May 25th through 29th.
Let's see, we got the 25th is the Memorial Day.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not be a holiday.
Yeah, true.
Well, we probably want to do it sometime during that weekend, Tuesday through Thursday or something like that.
Yeah. So midweek would be the 27th. Because either way, you got people either camping or going somewhere. 27th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
May 27th. And
Well, I would spread it out because I don't know how many applicants you're going to get, and you don't want to try to cram everybody up in one day.
yeah, and it might be that you don't want to interview all of them anyway. You could pick
True.
Yeah,
a couple.
we take a picture of them.
Yeah. So, and then when that does happen, I can give them specific times, maybe spaced on hour and a half apart or something like that. So, okay, so the 27th for interviews. Okay, and then so I think that gives me all of my dates and stuff that I need and a good timeline of when we need to get that stuff done. So unless there's anything else that you guys wanted to discuss about the RFQ for the attorney.
I don't think so. I think pretty straightforward.
Okay.